What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Oh, long time no see, you guys. I feel like I haven't been in Instagram or the YouTube community at all in the past week or so. So, what's up, everybody? Hey, you guys. So, today what we're going to be talking about is just a basic philodendron care open discussion. I'm going to be, what's up, Crystal? What's up, Michael? What's up, Donna? What's up, Plantastica? We haven't even started. Don't be griping about the wrench yet. So today we're just going to go over all of my philodendron tips, care tips, and then you guys can throw some stuff in and you guys can say whatever you want to say or throw in your little tidbits and whatnots. What's up, Cody? What's up, Pam? Hey, Nicole. What's up, April? Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you do?
I tried to add Nicole as a moderator and I removed her, so I added you back.
Sorry.
Oops.
What's up, Tammy? What's up, Christy? Hey, you guys. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Es muy bien. Alright, so today the video, I'm just going to kind of start going through some stuff, and you guys can kind of hang with me if you've got anything, if you think you know better, be sure and pop up in there in the chat room or whatever. So today I'm just going to be starting with soil mix. You guys know about my soil mix, I'm pretty sure, from the past, my secret soil mix video. So that's what I use with all of my philodendrons, just so y'all know. We don't have to go over anything like in depth, because if you guys want to go back and reference that video, it's just pretty much half perlite and half Miracle Grow potting mix, right? So you pretty much you see everything that I did.
That's the 10-second version of that whole video.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, so by the way, if you guys watch Legends of Monstera, his recent video, episodes or whatever, where he did that Rare Collectors series, do you guys remember that? And they talked about their soil mix that they used, and it was the exact same soil mix that I use. And I was like totally shook when I heard him talking about that, because if you guys watched that series, I don't think you did.
No.
Everybody was just like, they couldn't believe that these people who collected all these, rarer plants or whatever were using Miracle Grow.
We did have a request to start the next live a little bit earlier for all the European plant hoes out there, so we hear you.
Oh, thank you. You like this little cactus mug? Isn't that
That's
cute?
the new one we got?
This is microwave and dishwasher safe, my friends. And that's a hard find for a cute mug. And I need to do that because I've microwaved about 700 times.
Don't forget, we also got...
Hey, Kim from Arkansas. Hey, Daisy. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, from Sweden. What are you doing? I bet our accents are completely offensive to someone from Sweden. This probably is cheese grater right across your brain, I'm sure. What's up, Andrea? What's up, Robin? Hobby Lobby? No, Walmart special, my friend. I hate to class myself these days, but yeah, Walmart special. And I bought another jar for some begonias and all that stuff, so that was pretty exciting. I'll show you guys that in another video. So, does anybody else have any suggestions of any kind of soil mix that they swear by for philodendrons? Because this is my kind of swear by recipe. What is y'all's swear by recipe? Are you strictly a cocoa? Do you have a 5-part mix? What's your deal? Hidden Harvest Grow Lights in the house. What's up?
I'm going to get over here and block what's behind me. They can most definitely see it. Most definitely.
You guys can... You don't want me to talk about it, do you?
No.
Yeah.
Not ready yet.
It's gross over there. What's up, Colleen? What's up, Lisa?
Top of our wish list. Philo that's on top of our wish list that you don't have.
I have several. Do you guys want to hear my just regular wish list, or do you want to hear my holy grail philodendron that I want? And no, it's not a Spiritus Sancti. Which one do you want to hear? Oh, what up? What up, Pam?
Let's just hear them.
Is Brad in here? I didn't see Brad. Is Brad in here?
I've seen a few people mention him, but I didn't see his name pop up.
I didn't see him either. What's up? What's up?
So what's your top philodendrons?
So my top philodendrons are the clouded leaf. I don't think people hear about it very often. Who gave me money? Casey, put the gum down.
Huh?
Put the gum down.
Am I smacking?
She paid $5 for you to get that out of your damn mouth. Wow. Wow. Oh
crap.
my gosh.
Oh.
Brad is Hidden Harvest too. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Hi, Brad. I'll refer to you by your name instead of Hidden Harvest from here on out. Okay. So the clouded leaf philodendron is like, you know, a regular wish list plant. The Philodendron luxurians is another wish list plant, but my holy grail wish list plant is the Philodendron gloriosum variegated. And y'all know,
I've heard someone's got one of those.
Y'all know who's got my plant right now holding it hostage is Kaylee Ellen. So I actually bid, and I'm just joking when I say that, you know, I bid on that same exact plant that she's in possession of. So it got a little too rich for my britches, if you know what I'm saying, but I did take a stab at it. And I feel like that plant really kind of wants to live with me.
So because she bid on it, she feels like somehow it's really hers and everybody else's imposters.
Cody has the cloud. I'm just kidding, Cody. I don't really want the cloud. I was just kidding. I'm saying, like, you know, metaphysically, I would like the cloud. Don't let him send me anything. Oh, did we lose signal? Did anyone else see a lose signal? Sumac the Unicorn says 40% perlite, 40% soil, 20% bark. That's a really good mix too. I know that a lot of people on Facebook use that exact same mix as well. Pam said I use cocoa potting mix, perlite, bark, and a little charcoal. And I would like to throw some charcoal into the mix because I think that would help out a lot. And I actually don't use any biostarter in my soil either, and I kind of want to incorporate that as well.
So is that a bacteria-related thing, or is that like a pest control thing?
That's like a bacteria-related, like a healthy bacteria-related thing.
Yep.
Rebecca, you guys have the cutest accents to a Swede. They're totally so American. Yes, remember when...
Thank you very much.
Oh, what's up, 2 girls, 1 plant? What's up, girls? What's up? Oh, let's see. Holy Grail, I'll let you guys know. I know Kaylee's got my plant. That does seem rude that she has it, doesn't it?
If she hears about this, you know, our address is in the description.
April Dawn, she's dropping some cash. She wants to say, she said, I have been watched every day.
Everything
y'all put out. Thank you so much, April, and thank you so much for the tip. I used to work as a waitress full-time, so, you know, hey, it doesn't hurt my feelings, and I appreciate you, April. You're a good person. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, April. Anyways, what's up? What's up, Julia? Good morning, Julia.
Good morning, Julia.
That's
an inside joke.
What's up? What's up? Okay, we actually have Plantastica's box that she sent right here.
Wait a second.
What?
Nicole said that Reb said to spit the gum out, and she said to leave it. Well, now I've got it on this desk that's dirty, and I'm really missing it too. Dang it!
I don't think I would go back in on that one.
Crap.
Oh, you gave Plantastica a wrench, dear? I don't think that was a good idea.
You want me to take it off?
She's already got it now, but I don't think that was a good move. I don't think that was a good move.
Hey, Becca.
What's up? Oh, Becca, what's up? What's up? It doesn't matter. Whenever you want to leave, you can just dip right out. Just throw me some deuces and I'll know you're headed out. What's up, you guys? Sugar power. Yeah. Good day.
Don't let it go to your head.
Good day from Australia. What's up from you, Australia? What's up, you guys?
Throw another shrimp on the barbie. That's the only thing I can do.
Look at Pam. She's like, you done jacked up the whole world giving Reb a wrench. She's going to get drunk with power.
She's going to delete everybody's comments.
All right, so the next thing that we can talk about while everybody's just kind of chatting or whatever is I only put my philodendrons in terracotta pots. Now, it's not a religion, okay, but it's just kind of what I do at this point.
You thought about some of them.
I thought about some of them. I thought about like a Thai. I had a couple of people tell me that Thais really, really like the moisture, but I'm just too scared to really do it.
Who cares about the Thai though?
Let's see. April Dawn, keeping up the good work. She says, I'm a new dirty plant hoe, just starting out 2 months ago. Welcome to the family, April.
DPH.
DPH is for life. I'm actually thinking about merch right now, but everything that I think about is like something I probably wouldn't be caught out in the house with yet. So we're working on some concepts.
That reminds me, DPH sounds like a WWE wrestler's name, like Diamond Dallas Page or something.
I don't want DP. I don't know like anything that has to do with my brand. You know what I'm saying?
Everything that I want to do would require me to like flip the table over. So.
What's up, Aaron? Hey, what's going on? What's up, plants, pots, what's nots? Yeah, what is your thing with the tie, Casey?
I just don't like them. I think they're stupid.
My Cleanly's dropped a couple dollars, wants to know what's in the box.
What's in the box? Let's see. What is in the box? Where'd you go?
I'm coming over here to get a terracotta pot.
So show them the little leg things.
What do you think I'm doing? Listen to him telling me what to do. You guys.
Who's running this show?
Me. I'm running this show. Oh my gosh.
We'll get to the box in just a second, Nicole.
DPH definitely does sound dirty, doesn't it?
We're done with DPH.
You done with DPH? Yeah, you know me. Okay. Yeah, that's like...
I didn't say that.
Whoops, that was my phone. Sorry if that hurt y'all headphones, guys. All right, I wanted to show you something really quick. We're going to get to what's in the box, totally. But really quick, before I forget, I wanted to show you guys these cool little legs that I've got to sit all my philodendrons on. Can you guys see like these little deals? I picked these up when I was shopping with Cody. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
I've noticed that all my philodendrons, like if they sit in water at all, because I thoroughly water, I water it all the way through, but if it sits in its own dish, terracotta or not, I run into problems in my area. So I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. All right, get in what's in the box.
Okay.
What's in the box?
Hopefully, it's something Dallas Cowboy or Oklahoma.
All right, you can go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no, we gotta convert. I don't know my monetary conversions from Canadian,
Julia. I don't know. Hey, nothing over $10, okay? Because I can't express like the moderate amount of, you know what I mean, appreciation for that. I'm too dry, so don't make it any more than 10. Just keep
That's 10 Canadian. I don't even know what 10 Canadian is.
Just keep being amazing.
Look it up.
I'll use that $10 at Hobby Lobby and buy you something and send it to you. How does that make you feel on the inside? How does that make you feel? We know that this is called Crazy Mail. This is from Reb. And I'm pretty sure that she knows.
Is that chocolate?
She knows how much Casey loves the Dallas Cowboys. Holler if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan.
In the shape of the state of Wisconsin, which I believe is the state that the Minnesota Gophers are from, right, Reb? Is that right? Oh, excuse me, the Green Bay Packers.
Pam,
the Green Bay Lackers.
I got $10 worth of enthusiasm in me, tops. It doesn't go any higher than that. Thank you for putting that so eloquent for me. I appreciate it. Let's see. Just not Becky. Bite me, Cletus, said Plantastica.
She's called me Cletus like 4 times. Now I'm regretting giving her the wrench.
I told you that was a mistake.
Shouldn't have done it. Look at this.
This right here. Since everybody knows I love the insane nails, she got me some Green Bay Packers colors, nail polish. I think this one was the one that was original to me. I'm pretty sure that Adam got the chocolate and a couple other people got the chocolate too. Someone was saying, go Packers.
Yeah, go away, Packers.
Don't run off my life.
Hey, I'm a Cowboy fan. It's
oh my gosh.
They're mutually exclusive to like both teams.
Okay, and I hate to break it to you, Reb. I almost called you something you didn't want to be called there for a second just because I've said it so many times at home.
It's like a pet name now.
I've already opened this one, but this really got me actually when I first when I first ordered this. When I first got this had me going. She definitely had me going with this.
What's it called?
And I thought, well, I better open it quick. I better
open it.
It might die. And then I opened it up, and then it's this level of bullshit right here. Digitalis cutting. She's
it's a digit.
Yeah, and I've actually thought about it, and I'm going to be potting it up. So be prepared for that.
I'm sure.
What's up, Travis? What's up, Kevin? Oh my gosh.
Old Lions. Man, is there any
He
Cowboys
was.
fans in the house? Just
Oh,
somebody.
thank you, Becca. See you later. Have a good time at your grandma's. Be good. Don't get into trouble. Bye. He said back at. She said back at you, Cleateroni. I don't know what you've done.
I don't know.
And here's the last one, and I'm pretty sure this one is also. I mean, I guess this is for me.
Technically, Pam, I don't do sports either because the Cowboys never win, so it's kind of like not doing sports. And Oklahoma loses every game, every big game they play.
And this is a Green Bay Packers mug. All I need is coffee, my dog, and the Packers. Which I am so in need of coffee cups that I might have to use this.
Nah, not
Is
in
that
my
gonna
presence.
bother you?
Yeah, it's gonna bother me.
Is it really?
Well, yeah.
I don't have any Dallas Cowboys cups.
Well, you're fixing to have a whole bunch.
Reb's taking care of me.
Reb can take that cup. Thank you, Reb, for the cup. I'm just gonna I'm gonna write us Cowboys on a sticker and put it over the G.
He's gonna molest that cup and turn it into
next time you
something.
see it, you won't recognize it.
All right, so we covered the soil. We covered the terracotta pots, right?
Ham planty things. Go Cowboys, cough, cough. Oh, mercy. Yeah.
We covered the fact that no matter what it is, I've actually cut PVC portions this wide, okay, to sit underneath my pots to keep them from sitting in their own water. So I would consider that my second full tip for philodendron care. Oh my gosh.
Travis asked how my plants were doing in my office, and they are doing wonderful. I have that one whatever plant that we got, and it's doing well. The philodendron hybrid. Yeah, it's doing good. I haven't had to do anything to it yet. It's just sitting there, but my pothos is doing quite well, and I'm actually getting to where I can look at it and tell when it needs water or something like that, and it hadn't died in like a month.
Thank you, Julia, for your generous donation, okay? I love you very much. Have fun at Walmart. Have fun shopping, okay? My husband and boys are Cowboys fans, so I always cheer for them unless they play the Texans. So,
who?
And John told you to behave.
Okay.
Okay, so that's my second tip. Don't let your philodendrons sit in water. If I was going to give tips.
So which ones did you have sit in water that you found that out the hard way?
The Gloriosum.
The Gloriosum
the
just completely crapped out.
The melanochrysum got a big water
they get these blisters on their leaves.
Yeah, if they suck up too much water, it's almost like it makes like a blister. Like when you get too much sun, or is that just me?
No, that's everybody.
But yeah, okay. All right, so definitely that's number 2. So number 3 for my watering, and here's something that I don't think I've ever heard. And she's dropping cash in the deal. Want to collab one of these days? Girl, any old time you want to collab, you know I'm out here. I'm definitely not a collab snob by any means, girlfriend. So anytime, and thank you so much for the tip, Pam. We appreciate it, and we love you so much. You
From
guys.
South Australia.
Oh, yeah?
It's a public holiday here, so no works.
Oh, good.
Velvet leaves.
Oh, good.
Welcome from South Australia.
All right, so here's my one watering tip that I can give for you guys. I'm going to do a video where I walk around and water and assess all my plants. Casey's going to follow me. I'm going to show you why I'm going to water, when I'm going to water, how I'm going to water, and just the general assessment of the plants as I go along. So if you're a beginner with a larger collection, so you can kind of know how I go through everything, right? But my number 1 tip with watering with philodendrons would be I warm up my water before I water my plants.
Is that necessary?
Is it necessary? I feel like if you're pouring cold tap water into your plants, that shocks their root system to a certain degree. And that may be me being completely insane, right? But I water my plants with like the kind of water I would bathe a baby in. Does that make sense to you guys?
So someone asked, I think it was Travis, talked about, or I think it might have been Travis, are we propagating anything, any philodendrons right now? And we are propagating some of the micans, I don't know how you say it, the philodendron micans.
Yeah.
We've got Nesmeril dents in propagation. We've got an albo in propagation.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a lot of propagations, but most of them I try to make sure that the water temp stays good. And room, as long as the room is good and warm, right, then that's fine. But if your room stays a little under temp, don't expect to get a lot of action out of a cold glass of water, right?
She just warms it up, Kevin. She doesn't actually measure the temperature. She just makes sure that it's not frigid cold.
Like, you know, when you're running water over your wrist, you know what I mean, to kind of see would it hurt a baby in a bathtub. I don't know how many of y'all have kids out there, but just to make it to where it wouldn't shock, you know, like you almost can't tell that you're running your hand under the water, like that temperature, you know what I mean? And I just leave the faucet. Once I get to that temperature, I leave the water running, leave it at that temp, and fill up like gallons worth of, you know what I mean? Like do all my fill ups then. So that's my biggest watering tip besides method is application of warm water.
Yeah, someone mentioned they set their water out and leave it overnight.
Yes.
To kind of get it at a room temperature, which keeps it from coming out cold out of the tap.
Yeah.
Similar idea.
Yeah. See, and I've had some cuttings rot too, you know. It's almost like the health of the node going into the water almost. It seems like sometimes you do everything you can for a node and it just doesn't work out, and sometimes they'll come back from the brink of death. It's just it's a game of cards, you know what I mean? Who knows how it's going to go.
But you probably don't get that when you use Sphagnum, right? But we're not comfortable with that. We've never done it before, even though a lot of people recommend that.
Thank you, John. Yeah, Gmo Gonzalez. Yeah, the way that I encourage my philodendrons, like these leaves right here, to get big like what they are, is I do have them growing up a moss pole for sure. I don't think I've done anything special for my philodendron verrucosum melanochrysum to grow especially big for me. I get that comment a lot.
I'm gonna slide it out with you.
Yeah,
See it.
I get that comment a lot. People think my leaves are bigger, but I think that that's just the actual plant itself that grows that way. So cool. I hear you guys saying that you're warming up your water also, and that's good to know because that lets me know I'm not completely insane. Because Casey kind of gives me an eyeball.
That doesn't prove anything.
He'll hand me the water deal, and he'll go, "Here you go," and I'll go, "Is it warm?" And he'll go, "Yes," and then I'll use it. You better be careful back there.
Uh-oh.
Don't start. Oh my God. How long does it take to propagate a philodendron plant? So I have had, will you pick up my varicosum propagation in that little wine glass? I have had a varicosum cutting propagating since about late winter time. I would say 3 months or so in a glass of water, staying in a, you know, a relatively warm environment. And this is pretty much, I'll take it out and I'll show them. I'll show you guys kind of where we are at right now. I've got a little bit of goop kind of built up on it. You guys can kind of check that out. It's got some pretty good root growth. I'd say that's probably 2 months, if not 2 months and a week maybe, of growth.
Well, that was when you cut it. You cut a couple.
Right.
So
yeah, I cut a couple of things for that. So I like water, but I like Sphagnum too, and I think that you should experiment with both too. You know what I mean? If you haven't ever, and see what you get a feel for the most. Seems like people stick to one side or the other once they get there. So.
Darren at Steve's Leaves always recommended Sphagnum.
Yeah, that's right. Darren at Steve's Leaves recommends Sphagnum. I haven't had the most luck with it, so who knows, you know. I do water propagation as well. Sphagnum moss didn't work for me either. From velvet leaves, I think, like I said, everybody gets in their own groove for sure.
I'll tell you what I'm wanting to do. I'm going to take one of these tall crawlers, or one of these tall ones like this, maybe the melanochrysum, and I want to wrap some Sphagnum around an existing node right here and let it start rooting while it's still connected. I've heard of people doing that, and I think that would be cool, and I want to try it.
Tropical Seduction says,
I think that's who we heard it from.
Is that what you just said?
I think so.
You use cold or warm water, and then she just listens to her plants scream?
No.
No, okay, she said,
No.
I read it wrong. I use cold or warm. I don't pay attention, but when I water them, I just scream at the plants. Deal with it, is what she said she does. And I actually agree with that policy. Just telling you kind of like how fussy I am about it and stuff like that.
There's a vote for water propagating, air layering. Is that what I was referring to? Is that called air layering?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and I'm going to be experimenting with some air layering coming up on this cross right here because it's
You're
actually.
You're gonna cut your cross?
Yeah, I'm going to cut my cross.
Ooh,
yeah, I'm going to
baby.
cut my cross. Yes, and I did watch Tropical Seduction's new video about air layering, one that she did, and it kind of gave some pointers. And Cody from the Crazy Plant Man YouTube channel also has done some talking about some air layering. So that's my new journey that I'll be going into, which seems way better, right? The plant can root out while it's still chill. That probably is the best case scenario. Unless you're an impatient POS and then you have to cut it right then and make impulsive decisions.
Yeah, then if it's not, something's not working, it's still connected to the main stalk, I guess. It would make sense.
Yeah. So we see, Casey, you mean airly?
I did not think I invented that concept, Plantastica. I just said I heard of it and would like to try it. Open your ears up now. Take the wrench out of your ears.
Okay. Now that we've covered soil mix, terracotta pots that I use, and what kind of watering I do, because I use the warm water, now we can talk about fertilizing. And just like I use Miracle Grow potting soil, I also use Miracle Grow fertilizer. Is that by some sort of ethical choice, design, or concern? Absolutely not. It's because it's what's available to me at my local Walmart. That's what I started using. That's what I feel comfortable using. I kind of feel like my plants, you know what I mean? I feel like they grow really good for me. I feel like my growth...
Well, I have to come behind you and take care of everything, and that's part of the reason. I like to give you credit for it. But,
I wish that were true. I really do, because some days I'm tired as hell.
I come behind you and critique the ones that look bad.
No shit. That's what you do. You tell me what looks bad is what you do.
Is this one okay?
Yeah. What's wrong with that leaf?
That one over there?
My clean leaves, dropping a $5 bill. Take the wrench out of your ears, Casey. Oh, boy. I told them that you were going to be here tonight. Yeah. I figured they came out of the woodwork just to give you a hard time. I like it.
No, she was quoting me telling that to Plantastica.
I can't keep up with the conversation.
She can't keep up with what I'm saying. She's an overload. I wish y'all could see
I'm trying to keep up with the subject matter.
All right, I'll just stay focused. Don't just ignore me like you normally do.
I'm trying. Trust me.
Just try harder.
I need a drink of coffee out of my mug. Why don't you
Fish emulsion.
There you go.
Is that what I think it is? Fish emulsion?
Yeah, it's like they sell it in a bottle and you can pour it in your water.
Is that like waste? Or is that fish waste, or is that going to be like dead fish? I'm not sure. I don't use the word emulsion very often.
Thank you so much, Kim, Toby. We really appreciate your little tip.
Fish fertilizer.
By the way, guys, don't feel like you have to throw super chats out there. We're all just chilling and chatting. It's all good. I love it. I'm not going to lie. I do love money, so I'm all about that, but don't feel like you have to do that. Don't feel pressured.
But
I love you, Kim. I do love Kim more for the next 30 seconds.
You should have been me after the last live when a couple of people mentioned why can't we do super chat, and I didn't have it turned on, so I turned it on just in case.
Cody said,
Lord have mercy.
I'm not listening to anything you're saying.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Fish poo.
Fish poo.
All right.
Cody said, but I've been using a very fancy orchid fertilizer on everything right now. Well, I mean, Cody, your plants look amazing. I think people should stick with whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? I really do. You didn't know what he's using? Are you using that on Hoyas and stuff like that? Are you referring to the spray? And Nicole still dropped $2 to tell him, don't tell me what to do. And I appreciate that, because I don't like being told what to do either.
Evidently, I do it a lot, but she always retorts, don't tell me what to do.
Power to the people. Power to the people. Oh, I just want to tell you guys real quick while I'm thinking about it. Our podcast is going to be live when? Is it tonight or tomorrow? Yeah.
Either tonight or tomorrow.
Tonight or tomorrow.
I'm uploading it as we speak.
Yeah, it's called Episode 1, My Favorite Things, and we just talk about planty kind of stuff.
We talked about all kinds of crap.
It's like an hour and a half long.
It's heart-shaped leaves after dark.
So if you guys want something to listen to while you're repotting or just doing whatever, laundry or whatever, do that. Chantal Capon, is that right? How stupid did that sound when I tried to say it? Was Chantal right? Just say yes or no. Spell it phonetically in the thingy, and I'll tell you. He said, how's it going? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how it's going right now. It's been rough. It's been a rough one. It's been a really rough week.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I've been going 90 miles an hour for like the past 7 days straight. I don't know if you guys watch my Instagram or whatever, but Casey's dad's health has been compromised this week. So we've been really like trying to juggle a whole bunch of crap. And we're just really glad to be home. And tomorrow's actually watering day for me and the plants. And I couldn't be happier to be left the hell alone in my house. I don't think I'm going to answer the damn phone or nothing, y'all, and just spend some Zen time because I am over it with these people. Just people in general, I would say, for sure.
Last night was the first night we kind of had a semblance of...
Plantastica's paying you $5 to take away Nicole's wrench. Oh no, I lost it.
Oh, you have to look at my laptop. I think your deal went dead.
Oh well, okay.
This is what happens when you don't charge your iPad.
That's true, that's true.
April Dawn, yes, it's called Heart Shaped Leaves After Dark. So if you search Heart Shaped Leaves, you'll see both of our channels.
After Dark podcast, yeah. So I want to tell you one more thing is that, are you going to de-wrench Nicole?
Thank you, Nicole. So she was saying something nice. We can't de-wrench her when she's saying something nice. Her and Plantastica are beating each other up with wrenches right now. If only there was like a secondary video feed of the moderators, you know, doing all that.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you guys,
hilarious.
on the next live, let's do like a video call with one of you. Let's do a video call next time. Not right now. I'm totally not prepared for it, but next time, let's do that. Let's do that.
We had someone asking about fertilizer. I think you mentioned that earlier.
Fertilizer, I mentioned, is the liquid Miracle Grow fertilizer, and I dilute it to 1/2. And I would love to tell you guys that I fertilize on a monthly basis, but it's probably every 2 months because I'm just a bad person and I don't ever get around to it. Maybe once every 3 months. Okay, I got a lot of stuff going on.
That's why we're looking into setting up some aquaponic tanks over here so that we don't have to remember to fertilize some of these plants.
Yes. Jasmine, do you guys have any kids? Yes, we have 4. I have 2. He has 2, and together we are the Brady Bunch minus 2, and we got a lot going on, right?
What was that? On the you talking about kids?
Yeah, kids.
Yep.
So I'm going to go get you my Philodendron esmeraldens is like a good example of what I call my Miracle Grow fertilizer results, because I think this is a lot of growth for a pretty short period of time. So let me go grab that and you answer any questions that you can see.
On the kids, we've got 4 kids, 18, 16, 13, and 12. And I was thinking about the first 2 if I was right. Yeah, 18, 16, 13, and 12.
We don't know anymore. We got a whole bunch. Okay, can you guys even see this? Hang on, let me bring it down a little bit.
I'll put it in my lap.
Can you guys see it? Got my nails a little bit. Oh, there you go.
Anything that makes my head look small is a big leaf.
So, I feel like I've seen other people's like esmeraldens and stuff like that. So either it's A, this specific plant that I bought that seems to like my environment a lot, or B, it really likes the fertilizer that I give it. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. May not have them afterwards. Who knows?
I was going to show them the newest leaf, how big it is.
Right. It's huge. And I need to go get the measuring tape and stuff like that. So, you watching my chat, babe?
Yep. No, I'm holding your plant.
Okay, watch my chat.
Okay.
So, I just wanted to show you guys kind of like, you know, proofs in the pudding type of thing, where I probably wouldn't recommend it to you if I hadn't used it for a while and kind of believe that it's working good. So,
just over here where you can see it a little bit too.
Let's
the plant
see.
drama wrench versus wrench.
Let's see.
The wrench thing is just people that we throw add as a moderator to the live stream so they can look at the comments, and if someone jumps in and says something ugly or stupid, they can delete it and they have control of it.
Serena, oh, she's asking someone else a question. When I use worm castings, I know you were probably asking someone else, but when I use worm castings, I use it as a top dressing. I don't really bother with mixing it all
Thank you, Andrea.
Who did that?
Andrea.
Can you scroll up and see or no?
Yes, I think I can. But they're coming in real fast.
I think I can. Andrea Del Campo, $5 tip. Girl, I don't even deserve $5. I can't keep a straight train of thought to save my life.
You have to take me to Brahms after this.
I'm going to have to take somebody somewhere after all of this.
You're dang right.
I know I work a hell of a lot harder as a waitress. I should have been doing this the whole time.
You take a whole lot more verbal abuse, didn't you?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. But can we delete each other's moderator comments? Plantastica? All right. This is me stepping in now. Y'all behave, or I'm going to have to take everybody's wrench away. Is that what you want? I'll pull this damn live car over right now. You hear me? Y'all better
this is all fake. This is just mercy.
She's a meanie. She said, don't turn this chat. I'll turn this chat around right now. You hear me? Oh my gosh.
Nicole said she's trying to delete all of her comments. She's a meanie.
All right, you guys.
Oh, mercy.
All right. When everybody calm down. Okay, Denise says she started using Newt, and that's funny because Newt reached out to me and they wanted to work with me and they wanted to send me something. I gave him my address and it never showed up. So I don't know. Like, I'm probably not in the market for a new one. If they sent me one, I might try it.
What?
A new fertilizer, so. What's up, girl? Plating the World Red's in the house, and she said, Mom's getting y'all straight. Absolutely. You got to keep a clean house around here. Everyone just start running around acting like they know everything, and they run everything. Absolutely not.
Mercy. All three of y'all, I tell you what.
How cross-eyed do I look in here right now?
Pam, we are going to try to get it on all the podcasts. We're going to try to do Apple and all of them, but we're still figuring some of that out. So we were just trying to get the first content recorded, and we did. So we're going to get it uploaded to YouTube first, and then we're going to do it on the podcast channels.
This is a wholesome plant channel, yeah. Don't make the Southern mama mad. Which do you prefer for moss poles? Sphagnum, sheet, or coconut hull?
I prefer sheet.
What is sheet?
I don't know.
Okay. So I prefer to make my own with just dowel rod and some loose sphagnum and some yarn.
Oh.
Yeah, I just can't find myself really paying for a moss pole, like a pre-made one. So I have to DIY it because of my depression days where I hoarded the money in the basement and whatnot.
Fellow waitress, April Dawn. Thank you, April.
Oh, April, you're stressing me out. Now it's to the point of you're stressing me out with how much money you've given over. So you're gonna have to stop.
She's a fellow former waitress.
I know. Hated waitressing. You deserve everything for such an awful job. I'm not a patient person, nor can I take people's bull with a smile. Girl, you do not know how long I took people's bull with a smile. Casey figured out soon after we got married that you don't ever shake your glass for any reason.
I don't think I ever did that.
You didn't ever shake it at me to get a refill.
My dad did.
Right, and which is your dad's on my bad side anyways right now, because he's called me fat and he's bit me within the past 6 months. So
he thinks because he had a heart attack and was in the hospital that he's got free reign to do whatever he wants to do. And he was correct.
Thank you so much for the tip, by the way. Thank you so much. Is the crazy plant man saying that Newt isn't a true fertilizer? Wondering, I don't know, Cody, are you saying that? Yeah, he bit me. Do you guys want a story time about how he bit me? Or do you want me to talk about humidity? You tell me. I'll give you a little second. We'll see what rolls in the chat.
Yeah, the biting story is what it sounds like, with his teeth on her person.
Casey said, yeah, or Cody said, yes, that's what he's saying about the fertilizer. Story time, biting story. Here we go. All right. So,
Thank you, Kristen.
Oh, thank you so much, Kristen. Oh, and I love that little fox emoji. That is super cute. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, so here's the biting story. Check it out. I like to roughhouse with people, like if I love them, a little push, a little shove here, a little, you know what I'm saying?
Pluck their chest hairs out if their shirt's unbuttoned too far.
I'm a physical person. I wanna be in your space. You know what I mean? So me and him were play fighting with each other. We were sitting somewhere and we were play fighting back and forth. And I was overpowering him because he's 70 plus.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was overpowering a senior citizen. Congratulations.
He started it. So he got
did.
mad because he was being overpowered and bit me in the shoulder so hard that I yelped. And the fight was over, obviously, after that, because I am not a biter, and I didn't approve of that type of, that's against regulation, 100%. So I went up to Casey afterwards. I said, I can't believe your dad bit me.
I told you he was a Wachutu.
Oh, my gosh.
The Wachutus were biters.
Yeah, so this is the kind of family members we're dealing with, and he's the one that's been in the hospital recently, who, by the way, woke up from his surgery that saved his life in the worst mood he's ever experienced. Yeah. So he's just still pissed that he's here, by the way. Don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Yeah. Hey, I'd be in a bad mood. I mean, you should be thankful that you're awake and alive, but he was also frustrated that he was in a hospital.
That is some country shit, isn't it? Yeah. He told me, that's what I used to do with my dogs. If my dogs would bite me, then I'd bite them on the ear. And I said, I'm a human being. This
is how I grew up, okay?
And a lady.
We had a pit bull one time that got in a fight with some
Don't get too sorry.
No, we got in a fight with some coyotes at night. We heard them all scruffling. We thought he was dead when we got up. He had a big old gash on his side. So rather than take him to the vet like a normal person would, Dad said, "Hey boys, come on, let's go stitch him up." So the first time we stuck a needle in that dog's side,
I don't condone any of this.
The dog bit Dad on the hand to get him to stop. So Dad bites the dog on the ear, and they're like in this biting contest.
Stop talking.
Okay.
Stop. Casey does not endorse this behavior.
No.
Casey does not feel like this behavior is appropriate, and he was not in control. He was only a child. Okay, everybody, calm down. Everybody, stop talking about animal abuse.
It was not. It was not.
Hey.
That's the word it went. I'll shut up.
Hey,
that was a long time ago. We've come a long way.
Hey, Kellen, does anyone know if they've already talked about air circulation in the home? We have not, but I'm going to talk about it right now. So, our bedroom sits around 50% humidity at all times. All times. It's except for in the winter when it drops to about 40, okay? So we're not fighting a huge current here, right? Then we're running our Air Innovations humidifiers 24 hours a day on a medium setting, which brings our humidity up to about 60, 55, 65, depending on the temperature and times of the day. You know what I mean? So
temperature makes a big difference on how much humidity the air can hold, and so.
I'm gonna turn this live right around. That's right. Yes. So, all right.
The dog was okay. He was fine. It was a minor wound. I'm just answering the question. The dog was fine. Everybody lived happily ever after. As our favorite dog.
The dog probably. Never mind. Okay.
Don't tell him what kind of story he told his friends.
Air circulation. So, we have 2 box fans. I've talked about this before. We run them all night long. We don't run them during the daytime. We have a ceiling fan that I wish to hell we would have turned on before we started this, that we run pretty much all the time, right? So, you can see how much air circulation. If your leaves are doing this number, you're probably getting a good bit of air circulation. If your leaves are completely stagnant and you're asking yourself, is this enough? I wouldn't say so. I would want to see all my plants kind of moving around a bit, at least for a 4 or 5 hour period of the day. That would just be my personal tip for you.
So let's talk, Erica mentioned grow light recommendations. So we have links to the grow light, the lights that we use in the description. But they're not really grow lights per se, and if you really look into grow lights, they're all just lights, and they have different temperatures, which is measured in Kelvin. So you'll see some that say 3000 K, you'll see some that say 5000 K. The higher the number, up to I think it's 6500 K, is natural, pure sun daylight. And the ones we use, I believe, are a 5000 K. They're either 4 or 5,000 K, and they're just a regular shop light. They're fairly inexpensive. It's a 4-foot LED bulb. They're basically hanging shop lights, and the ones we have chrome rims around them that reflect the light back down.
Yeah.
They make them. They have a black paint on
and
the
we
back
have
with
all
chrome
of those.
inside.
If you go to any of our other videos, you can literally go to our links and you can pick out the exact ones as long as you're getting the chrome ones and checking those specs. Those are the exact ones that I use.
Yeah, you know how Amazon does? It'll give you like the item that you're on, and then it'll give you like a few more options. Some of the options are not even close to the same item, but the ones that have the little metal reflector around it is what we use, and we zip tie them up to the bottom of the shelves in our rack. We can hang them on the ceilings. We've got a couple hanging over the philodendron row over there.
Oh. So. Bye, Nicole.
Bye, Nicole.
Thank you for dropping money on me.
Thanks for keeping Plantastic in line.
Yeah, really. What are we going to do without you? Bye. Don't leave me here. All right.
Now we got to be extra nice to Reb because she's the only moderator left.
Okay, go up a little bit in my comments and then bring me back down. So someone asked, why do the fans only run at night? Well, let me tell you, because we have to run 2 box fans in our room to cover up the sound of our Frenchie, our French bulldog, snoring in our bed. So, not by design, but happenstance, there's a lot going on air movement wise in here at night, and it wasn't my idea. I told you guys in an earlier video, I was actually quite scared of having the fans on my plants in the beginning. I was like, they don't need to be disrupted, you know, but they really do appreciate it.
And also, if you have the fans running all the time, the humidifier, it just kind of blows the mist, and the mist kind of just stays in one little spot. We want to let it kind of disperse. We want to let the mist disperse as much as possible, and then we get a little airflow in the evenings and at night.
Don't leave me, Pam. Don't do this to me. Oh my God. Please don't leave me in here. Okay, so let's talk about...
Oh, Pam's got the wrench too. Sorry. Now it's up to you, Pam, to keep Reb in line.
She said at the wrench. She done been had it. All right, guys, what are we going to move on to next? We talked about our footstools for our philodendrons so they don't sit in water. We talked about our water temperature, terracotta pots, soil mix, humidity, wish lists, and let's see. We did a varicosum cutting update. Oh, show them our freshly potted up variegated monstera because that was the one prop propagation that I had for you guys on our last video. Oh, Cody, where's my wrench, Cletus? Oh my God, I have changed your name. Do you understand what is happening?
Yeah. Yeah, I totally understand it.
Okay.
I don't care for it one bit.
It's like
Cletus.
all my best fantasies realized. It's so great. Okay. So this is one of the propagations that I had in my What's Proppin' video. There was some pretty strong roots pushing out. I don't have any new growth on it yet, but I thought it looked kind of cute in its little hot pink and sassy pot here. And I just wanted to show you guys.
So this one is in a plastic pot, not terracotta.
I'm so glad that you brought that up. I'm so
glad. It's because
glad
it's pink.
No.
There's
a reason.
Okay.
And let me tell you. Because when
Is that an EU?
Hey now.
Katy Perry.
It's not Kate. I think, is it Pierre?
It's Pierre, but every time I see it, I see Katy Perry.
Thank you so much, Katie. Please, not over $10, okay?
Well, I think that's a...
I don't know EU dollars.
It's Euro?
You know what I mean?
Euro?
I don't know that.
I don't know my Euro conversions either.
Okay, so I'm glad he asked about this plastic pot. So you guys, when I'm propagating, like this varicosum that I'm down here propagating, and this that I propagated, the first pot that I put them into after they're growing roots in the water is a plastic pot, okay? We don't get terracotta until we graduate to terracotta. So in this stage, after propagation, when it's going into a pot, I always pick plastic because I want these little baby roots in here to be able to retain moisture so that if I do go longer than I should without watering, these babies don't suffer. Do you see what I'm saying? This next up potting that we do for this variegated monstera will be to a terracotta pot instead of a plastic pot. And then it'll be in terracotta for the rest of its life. That was a great question.
It was British pounds. I understand. Don't think I'm an idiot because, hey, let's change the subject here. Let's ask her some geography questions, then I'll feel better.
Nobody asked me anything. Oh my gosh. Too soon, huh, Aaron?
What the heck? What did we do?
You go all the way down, baby.
All the way down?
Yeah, she told nobody to talk while she was gone.
Oh.
Yes, the roots need to stay moist. Absolutely. So that's definitely something I would recommend if y'all are propagating a bunch of stuff, getting ready for spring, about to go crazy with all your propagations. Just remember that teeny tiny terracotta pots are not your friend, okay? They're just not. They're air plants' friends, and they're cute little bromeliads' friends, perhaps, but they are not your friend. So don't put your little babies in the tiny terracotta pots because that's just a death sentence. They will die. So don't do that. Just get a little plastic nursery pot, however big you need it, and start out there and then move up. It'll work out a lot better. Cody's got the wrench now.
Hey, these wrench wars, these are great.
Okay, so I've literally covered everything. What's up?
Oh, I just saw, seeing what Pam was about to say, and she retracted it.
She retracted it.
She moderated herself. Great job, Pam. That's impressive.
Pam has never moderated herself a day in her damn life. I don't know what happened there, but it wasn't good. I can tell you that. It wasn't good. I know that.
Oh, man. Okay,
so guys, we've literally covered everything on my list that I had to talk about. So I'm opening the floor for questions, comments, concerns, like anything that you guys want to talk about.
If we've missed your question, throw it out there again and we'll try to catch it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, what is your question, Reb?
Meta wrench.
Oh my gosh. It's real.
Take your time.
I don't believe
you. We have all night.
Call me crazy for doubting
here,
your...
Let's scroll up here and see what we got here for a minute.
Yeah, okay. Did we miss any questions?
No, this is all the wrench wars here.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we missed...
There's a lot of trash talking going on. This is hilarious.
Right, and I've missed most of it because I'm, Let's
upside down plants.
Any upside down plants? Let's start with the first. Is filtered water from the Brita water filter going to help leave your not get brown tips? I'm glad you asked that. The Brita water filter, from what I understand from the research that I've done, does not efficiently remove chloramides or chloramines or something like that from the water. And I buy jug water, but I don't use that on my philodendrons. I buy jug water for my begonias.
You use it on certain ones.
I use tap water on all my philodendrons.
You use the Brita filter on some of them.
No, I stopped using it because it doesn't take out the things.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, I probably missed some questions.
Sorry.
There. I do not have any upside down plants. How far do you keep your grow lights from your plants? Not directly underneath for my philodendrons, off to the side. So you see this shelf back here? The philodendrons, unless they're babies, they can handle it. But once they get bigger, they come to the side of the light because they don't want that much intensity. You see what I'm saying?
They start getting yellow on their leaves if they get too close to the light.
Which is cool because I don't have to have them directly on the shelf. We can scooch over a bit.
And some of the ones on the other wall that you can't see, they could be as far as 3 or 4 feet away from the light. So they've got a lot of room to grow and they're doing fine.
I don't know how to move it, but we'll have to go up because there was some other questions for sure.
How often do you water the elbow in the plastic pot?
Okay, I'm gonna guess that I water it about once a week, once every 7 days. And when I do water it, I'm thorough. So I want to see a stream of water coming out the bottom of the pot, not just a little dabble. Thorough watering, thorough drying, thorough watering, thorough drying. I don't hit it up or give it a repeat or make sure it's not thirsty today or anything like that. Let that sucker dry and then give it a water. So that's what I do.
Someone said they got yellow tips on their calathea. Brown tips, excuse me. Brown tops.
Yeah, the brown tips, tops, whatever, stuff like that for calathea, I would use a jug. I would either get your water somehow distilled, get cleaner water. If you really care about your calathea and you really want it to be an impressive specimen for Instagram, for maybe a plant show, maybe you're looking to win a ribbon or something like that, I would just completely switch over to jug or some sort of filtered water.
Who wants to wear that ribbon?
Everybody wants to wear the plant. I am so obsessed with going to plant shows right now, you guys.
Oh, Lord.
I have seen too many begonias win blue ribbons, and I'm like, I think I can get something. I think I could do it. I think I could. I'm thinking about going to a couple of flower shows, so let's see. Yes, if you've got some stuff and some tiny terracottas, get them out of it. Get them into something a little more moisture retentive, for sure.
So you're saying when they're smaller, you want more moisture retentive pots.
Yes.
And then when they graduate to the bigger ones, then you can go to terracotta. Is what you're saying. That's right.
Yeah, if they're just graduating from whatever you prop them in to their first vessel container pot, I would always go with plastic. Plastic, glazed, whatever. Something that doesn't breathe as much as terracotta. Let's see.
Is that why nursery pots are all plastic?
Yes, probably. Probably. Plantastica. Thanks, guys. I have a black cardinal in my mini glass house. It seems happy. Just wondering if I should put the Birkin babies in there too. I don't know if I'd be so concerned about the Birkin babies. I've noticed that any kind of philodendron with a center growth habit, they kind of come out of the, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily the vining, but the blooming type of philodendron growth. They don't seem to have a lot of high humidity requirements from my experience, right? It's always the velvety climbing bits that are throwing fits about stuff like that. So I think they're good outside of the greenhouse.
So Christy, the podcast content will be plant centered, but as you can tell, we get off on a lot of rants, and we ended up talking about movies and all kinds of crap.
Yeah, I tried to make it about my favorite plants at the moment, my favorite, things happening in the plant community, but halfway through it, I kind of ran out of ideas because we were just really wanting to test our equipment. And so once we got to that point,
we talked for an hour and a half. So it had plants in it. There will be some plant content, and we try to make it start with plant content, then it just kind of goes wherever.
If you're interested, I talked about like my favorite movies of like the 90s, my coming of age movies. We talked about some of Casey's favorite stuff, and I forgot to talk about my favorite things about Casey. And I'm super bummed about that because my next episode is supposed to be about the things I don't like. And how am I supposed to tell you about all the things I don't like?
I already know all that stuff. You tell me every day.
Let's see. I used distilled on my calathea from Andrea. and they still get brown tips. My humidity is always on the high side. I'm about over them. Girl, I totally agree. And I think that some people's environments, like their own, like where they live or just what's going on in their air, just ain't gelling with the calathea. So I wouldn't let them make you feel bad about being a plant mom. I would just focus on the things that you are excelling at and expand those collections.
And there really is something about that. You hear a lot of people say they just don't like my house, and I think there's something to that because
Absolutely.
We've never had a problem with calatheas at all. Hardly any effort, and they're just doing great. So they like our house, but you know.
Yeah. And you never know. I mean, owning plants is a lot like being a scientist all the time, right? You're constantly running experiments. Is this going to turn out good? Is this, and you keep a log in your mind of, well, I did this and it didn't work, and I did this and it didn't work. You see what I'm saying? So we have to constantly experiment with our collections so that we know what works and what doesn't. I also noticed that a lot of people are saying that their water filters that they use get rid of the chloramine, and I think that's perfect. If you're getting rid of the heavy chemicals, you're golden.
Morgan says that she has a pure filter that does filter chloramine.
Yeah, yeah.
What was your first philodendron? From Donna. I think it was your heartleaf philodendron, the one up here.
The
heartleaf.
original heartleaf philodendron, and that is where the name for my channel came from, because I told Casey after I got my first one, I said, I just love the little heart-shaped leaves so much, and I kept saying it over and over again, and I thought that'd be a good name for like a YouTube channel. So that's where the name came from.
My first, rest in peace, my first Milano. That doesn't sound
good. Man, I just lost that gigas. Oh yeah. Philodendron talk. The gigas that came in the mail from, what was the company?
New Life Tropicals.
Yeah, it's.
I think there's one node that still got.
No. I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
I
There
think
was
they're
the
all
other day.
literally out of 6 nodes, and you guys know that I'm not a node dummy, okay? And they're all just crap the bed. It was almost immediate too. I mean, they were just like, you know.
They did tell us that they are going to send us another plant. So, with that other plant order that I'd made. So, hopefully.
What's your favorite basic bitch plant? My favorite basic plant would definitely be the Meekins. Is that a basic bitch plant? Is that like just a basic plant that's your favorite? Or does that mean that makes me a basic bitch for wanting it? Because if it makes me a basic bitch, then obviously it's a variegated monstera.
I think everybody just wants to say bitch for a second. So everybody get it out of your system, and then we're going to clean it back up.
It was a question.
Yeah.
She asked a question. Yeah. If I can't save it, it's past screwed. If Rachel can't save it, it's past screwed. So, and there was also someone that sent me a Narangatis, little bitty tiny node also, and her handwriting was so beautiful. And I wanted to save this node so bad just to like make someone happy, and I couldn't save it either. If you're here in the chat, I'm sorry, but that node is also dead.
We had a moment of silence for it. It was a short moment, but we did have one.
It sucked. I hate it when I lose nodes because I feel a lot of pressure after bringing old Drippy back. You know what I mean? Old Drippy's trying to give me some sort of a mental condition, you know?
Okay, someone tell us how to pronounce it. Is it Mikins? Put an I, or is it Meekins?
E.
E? E or I? Was it a long I?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how to say it. I say it half and half.
Let's see. Trying
Mikins.
to save.
Cody said it's a Mikins. Aaron said it's a Mikins. Everybody knows it's a Mikins except for me, so my bad.
Haha. Can you go up a little bit? I've got some questions that I can't see now. Trying to save a philodendron heart shape from the library, but it doesn't want to propagate because it's been underwatered so many times. Totally get it. I would just be patient. They eventually usually take. They're so easy like that. Let's see. A couple of my spider plants are in plastic pots and they are staying too wet. So I'm wanting to transfer them to terracotta. Absolutely. I wouldn't be scared of it. And you'll love it so much because not only does it dry quickly, but check it. When you water it, your terracotta turns like a really deep, rich orange color. And then when it dries, it gets really pale. What?
I'm just reading some of the comments.
And it's easy to tell just by looking at it. You're like, dang, that thing's dry, yo. Because you can tell by looking at the color on the outside. It's nice. Look at all this. Wow, British snob.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Go down.
Go down? I think we...
Go down.
I'm going.
Faster. I was gonna ask how long it takes a spider plant to get its green color after being too dry, but it's already green after 1 day. Good for you, Splash of Green. That's hard. Sometimes to bring back plants from the brink of death will wear you out to the point where you're like, this isn't worth it. It's not worth it. I'm just over it, and Lowe's will have more. You know, I'll just go get another one. Trash can, you know, so. Let's see.
What else do you have on your list?
I didn't have anything else on my list.
This finger's freaking me out, Brad.
I didn't have anything else on my list. Nope, and I've got a story time that I'm saving for you guys. I don't know if I'm saving it for our next live or whatever. You already got the Grandpa Bit Me story. Guys, I've got so many stories. I could just sit and tell you stories all daggum day. I really could. And they're not all for all audiences either. So,
what's your favorite ice cream flavor from Peanuts Plants?
Dark chocolate with dark chocolate chips inside of it. Yes. Give me all
Rocky
the chocolate.
Road.
Really? Oh, does he think so?
For me.
Oh, yeah, but you never
I can have a favorite one too, right?
You don't ever get ice cream, though. You always get chocolate malts.
Well, I do like chocolate malts, but I like
Who is Randy? Who is Randy? What's up, jeans? What's up, Mommy? What's going on? That is so nice to see who is Randy with a pair of jeans in mind. Look at that. I love that. If you guys don't know what that is, check out your Mom's House podcast. You guys will love it. I can't even remember what I was talking about because someone said who is Randy. Chocolate ice cream. Casey always gets malts, so it's no big deal. He doesn't really eat ice cream a whole lot.
Not really.
Not really.
No.
My favorite ice cream concoction is a banana split, hold the pineapples, double chocolate, 1 marshmallow, extra whipped cream, extra nuts. And I want to eat it at the freaking place, so I don't want to drive home with it. I don't want to eat a half melted ice cream. You feel me? You understand?
Do you let your phyllos dry out completely?
Absolutely. Yeah, the Esmeraldense that I showed you guys a little bit earlier is so light in the pot right now that it's sitting in a heavier pot to keep it from tumbling. That's how dry it is. Dry. And sometimes with my more exotic philodendrons, you know, their stems go way up high like this. I'll notice this right here. That's how dry. Real dry. Real. Like probably shouldn't be letting them dry out that much. Dry. But like I said, if you go watch those Legends of Monstera videos where he talks to the people from SoCal Tropics, they said they only water their plants like once every 2 months. Now that's crazy talk. I don't go that long. That's how long some people can go though. Let's see.
Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Cissus is hard.
Yes, absolutely. My cissus is still struggling. I have 2 leaves and I got it last spring. So it's not looking good for my cissus. Yes. Oh, dark chocolate frozen custard from scratch. Oh my
custard.
Lord. That sounds really, really good.
I don't know about custard.
Delicious. Delicious. Hey, okay, so you guys, really quick. Can you guys throw all of your favorite, like, wish list philodendron plants down in the chat? Because I would really love to see what you guys are looking at, and if you guys are looking at something, do I need to be looking for it too? Because these are the only 2 things that are on my wish list right now. The clouded leaf and the luxurians.
That's not all of them.
Is it not?
No.
What are they saying?
You've told me some other ones you wanted.
The Jeppii? Yes, but have you seen the variegated Jeppii? Joepii? Am I saying that wrong? I'm sorry, I'm trying. Variegated version, have you seen that? That's pretty nice. I like that.
Birkin and Micans. Melanochrysum. Joepii.
Pink Princess.
Majesty.
The Majesty. See? I need to write that down. Good taste, Cody.
What about that one
Gloriosum.
lime variegated one?
No, we don't have the serpens. We have the fibrosum. It looks kind of similar with the petioles, but we have the fibrosum. Black cherry. Yep. Black cherry. My pen won't write, so we'll just rewatch it.
Mine works.
Yeah, we'll just rewatch it. Pink Princess Bloody Mary. Love that one too. You guys got good taste, for sure. I've been waiting for the White Wizard and the White Knight for a year. I'm so jealous of everyone who has it. To be honest, the Pink Princess is not my cup of tea. I feel you on that, but have you seen the White Princess? Do you know about the White Princess? I think that one's really cute. I think you might like that one a lot. The Painted Lady, Billetai. Yeah, I've never heard Enid say it.
White Wizard, White Knights, a lot of those.
Yes, White Knight, White Wizard. I'm hearing you. El Chaco, my El Chaco. You want me to show you guys my El Chaco right now? It just put out a new leaf. Oh, and I'll show you what happens when you let them dry out a little bit too much.
Oblique. Yeah.
Oblique. Yeah.
Good luck with that one, Cody.
Yeah, I don't even feel like it's okay to have that on your wish list right now. People just come for you, you know? So, I'm going to show them right here. Let me see, guys. I let my leaf dry out a little bit too much. Can you see this imperfection right here? Can you see this scarring bit? Can you scoot the pot up just there you go, right there. You see this? This is from where the leaf was trying to unfurl, and it was so dry because I hadn't watered it that it scarred itself trying to unroll because I had just neglected it so much. So that's what happens when you don't water things on time, when you know you have to. Any other questions?
Some of my plants take 3 weeks to dry, and they're very chunky mix too.
Yeah. I just say wait it out. Wait it out. Let's see. I've been digging the Philodendron lately as well. Maybe that's spelled right. I know exactly what you're talking about. I love the Philodendrons. They look a lot like the, whatchamacallits. That's the Sodorii or whatever. They look very similar to that.
Does he have that? Cody, do you have an oblique? Is that what you're saying? Did I miss something?
Don't give away any of his secrets.
Oh, well, he typed it. I'm just reading it.
Let's see. Oh, guys, thank you so much for your compliments on my El Chaco Red. When that little imperfection came out on that leaf, I felt like a total piece of crap. All right, because I had just let it go that one day too long. But the next one will be much more. I'm hoping for a better leaf next time around. Oh, Pam, tips for the Philodendron villati. I have a baby one. Okay, and she paid me money, so let me pay attention to her specifically. Pam, I would put it in a plastic container for sure. If it's a baby, keep it in a little plastic container, and if you can, maybe keep it in a Ziploc baggie, mini greenhouse, and if you can't do that, just keep a really close eye on it and make sure it doesn't dry out too much.
What about a plastic tub? You use plastic tubs for stuff a lot of times.
Well, it's a baby, so probably wouldn't need a big plastic tub or anything.
Oh, something small.
And I would definitely say don't forget to fertilize, because when they're that little, they seem to crap out leaf-wise really fast. It's like they don't have enough gas in the tank of their root system, you know, to keep going at an exponential rate. So don't forget to fertilize and keep it in a little plastic pot, for sure.
There's one. Melanochrysum problems.
Why do new leaves on my melanochrysum come out small and crinkled? It could be several problems. So it's all about moisture. When everything starts to pucker, it's all about moisture, right? So either A, you missed a watering when you were supposed to water and it dried out a little too much when the leaf was coming out of the sheath, right? Or B, your humidity that's surrounding your melanochrysum isn't high enough. Now, we're not talking exorbitant levels. We're talking 50 to 60%. If you live in a dry, arid climate zone and you're not supplementing your humidity, that's probably why. Can you follow up with a little bit more of that? Tell me what kind of situation it's in or something
We've had a lot of trouble with our melanochrysum as well. We've had at least 2 leaves that come out and either broke or cracked because they weren't unfurling properly. So we don't think it's a humidity issue. What we thought about is maybe we've caught it on the dry side of the watering cycle when the leaf's coming out. So we're thinking about maybe watering it a little bit more when the leaves are starting to unfurl and see if that makes a difference. To change the watering just a little bit during that time.
Yeah.
That's a theory.
Yeah, I would just definitely make sure that you guys... Oh, yes, I have started fertilizing. Yeah, to be honest with you guys, because my plants run on lights all year long, including the wintertime, I fertilize during the wintertime as well. Because I actually see my plants struggle. They're growing still. They're still growing. They're not reliant on daylight. They're still trucking along like everything's like it's 1965. So I have to keep the fertilizer coming in or leaves will drop that I don't want to drop, you know?
So Aaron Deathley's talking about putting his mellow in under a glass to get it extra high humidity, and that would make sense from what we've seen.
It will never not be under glass, absolutely, and I totally support that, especially because some people see you live in a moist enough climate, you might be able to get away with keeping it out, you might be able to get away with keeping it out. Mine's not under glass, it's sitting right behind this camera. There's a humidifier running in the general vicinity.
But it's dropping humidity right on top of it most of the time. And when we've moved it around and got it away from the humidifier, a little further out is when we've had trouble.
Now, if I lived in Arizona, could I do that? Probably not, right? So you have to just kind of figure it out, I have a Prince of Orange that is coming out with asymmetrical folded leaves. Is that moisture too, or maybe a nutrient problem? So I hear that the philodendron princes of anythings, pink princesses, white knights, pink princesses, princes of orange, royal cardinals, all that stuff. They have issues when their leaves are coming out, for whatever reason that may be. I don't think it has anything to do with your watering habits. Make sure you cross that off your list of potential issues by staying on top of a plant that you're seeing issues with. However, I think some plants would just be growing all messed up sometimes, and you never really get a good excuse to why certain plants put out certain leaves, and they may grow out of it. It could just be a phase, so you never know. Yes, yep, I fertilize all year long as they're growing, absolutely, and the plants that I notice stop growing, I don't fertilize them anymore. That's the end of the, why bother? Let's see. No problem, Pam. The plant boy has luxurians. Yes, I've seen them out there, but I'm trying to be conservative with the, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. She said, I want the fibrosum.
Oh, look at this. Hang on a second. Lori Crawford said our natural humidity is 55 to 60 in the house. That is perfect.
Is she the one that had the issues?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
but
Lori.
That's ideal.
That's ideal. If you want to step into the more uncommon plants, I think you could probably keep them all in your house without supplemental humidity. That sounds crazy to some people.
Except for the terrarium stuff, obviously.
We're not talking about begonias or nothing, because that'll be a whole nother deal. Last live, I couldn't really stay focused. We'll probably talk about terrarium begonias and potential pitfalls next time, for sure. It's so humid in the south, I'm tempted to get a ceiling fan just to make sure my room doesn't mold. And that's funny that you say that. I get a lot of questions about, do you have mold in your room? Do you have mold in the corners of your ceiling? Do you have mold? I don't.
But we get a lot of airflow. We keep fans running, ceiling fans. We turn them on throughout the day a lot. So the room gets a lot of airflow, which is going to keep moisture from building up on your walls and cracks and stuff.
Yeah. So, and if we did get mold, I'd probably just wipe it and be like, we don't have mold anywhere. Just to Casey, because he would be like, we can't run these humidifiers anymore, so be careful.
I'm shutting it all down.
Be careful who you go running screaming mold to, okay? Maybe you just want to take care of it privately and readdress your situation,
I know what I'm going to do when we get done.
Any tips to propagate the mekins? It's the most difficult to get to root for me, and I just chopped the 10-foot vine I had. Okay, so we just rooted some mekins in a fish tank. So you might want to give that a try. It was in, I think, a 3-week period, and we had roots on all 6 cuttings.
Not in the tank. We're going to do a video about it. It's this tank right here that I was trying to hide. Yeah, we got the fish tank, and then we got a grow bed on top of it right here. Got a little pump pumping water up into it, and then we have leca balls in here with a little standpipe to keep the water level from going up to about halfway. And then we put the plant in here and rooted it, and it's doing fine.
Yes.
We'll talk more about that in a full video.
Yeah, the mold, I have actually had issues with mold on the brand new begonias that I got from Mountain Orchids, but I'm just going to try to keep it like philo here for tonight so that we keep it, you know what I mean? But we will talk about begonias soon, and I'm going to tell you guys about my mold prevention tips and stuff like that.
Bye, Christy. Thanks for watching.
Bye, Christy. Yeah, some people root stuff. See, that's what, when you're talking back and forth in the plant community and everybody's giving their opinions on this root's easy for me, or sphagnum's the way to go, or water's the way to go, just remember that everybody's experiences are completely different, right? So you should take all the information and experiment, choose what's right for you. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to go off, Rachel said water, I'm doing water, and every single thing you have rots. You might want to think about switching to sphagnum, you know what I mean? It's kind of environmental. I can almost guarantee you it's got something to do with your household, the airflow, the humidity levels, the temperature. I'm sure there's 20 things that play into propagation success inside of a closed environment.
Yeah, John Sheffield's right though. Hot and humid. When in the middle of the summer, man, everything in our house just explodes and loves it because it's extra humid and extra warm.
Hey, Happy Little Bush, our tanks look terrible right now. We're battling like all kinds of stuff. We'd had fin rot last month, so we feel you on that. It's been a real struggle. And we also
haven't had a lot of time this week. This week was going to be kind of getting the aquariums ready to go for filming, and we weren't here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I don't like exactly what Cody said. A lot of times when you get in the Facebook groups or the forums and you guys are, shopping around and you wanting to try this auction or that auction, you're going to see a lot of people throwing shade at other people for using certain techniques, which I find hilarious, absolutely hilarious, because Billy Bob up here in Florida or down here in Florida is going to have a completely different method than someone in New York, right?
Or Arizona.
Right,
or California, yeah. It's all different.
That's so crazy. And they're like, you're an idiot. You use water to propagate. Anybody that knows anything knows you're supposed to propagate in sphagnum moss. Well, if you're 47 and telling people that on the internet, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Maybe find a hobby, plants, I suggest, and get so many that you have to water them so often that you don't have time for Facebook, because keep that trash off of there. We don't need it. For sure.
What about in Wisconsin?
Yeah. What about in Wisconsin? I feel for you because I feel like you have a really, harsh environment. To me, growing houseplants in Wisconsin would be a lot like trying to grow maters on the moon. You know what I mean? Because you're dry consistently, the heater's on constantly, you're swimming uphill. You're the salmon, so you have to have some stamina.
I would think that being in the cold with the heat running all the time, that it's going to really dry your house out a lot.
Aaron,
humidity's a problem.
He looks in UK. Okay, Aaron wins at having the worst absolute environment for a houseplant, because I'm pretty sure that he not only experiences no light, but he also has terrible humidity levels, terrible temperature levels. I can only imagine. Just from the Mary Poppins movies that I watched, it didn't look like there was a lot of sunshine going on over there. All right, guys, we're wrapping it up. This is going to be we're going to count down. This is going to be the last 5 minutes or so. So if you just came in, if you have a question, or if you had a question that I didn't see earlier, try to get it in the next 5 minutes or so that we can answer it. But we are going to have to...
Hey, Michelle.
You got to have some salmona. Is that what you meant to put? $2. I don't know how much you sent me tonight, but counting the cup and everything else, you're cut off also. No more tips from Plantastica. Yeah. You can't go home, but you can't stay here. You know what I mean? Hey, loyal to myself 44. Bye, John. It was nice to see you. Oh, sassy and succulent. We got 5 more minutes. So, you got any questions about philodendrons that I can assist you with, my darling? No? Okay. Oh, no problem, you guys. What would you consider your first rare plant? And I really hate to say this because y'all are just not going to like me. Cody, I'll get to you in a second.
I know what it is.
It was actually my 100 subscriber wish list plant, which was...
Your elbow.
My elbow. But listen. I jumped a little ahead, right? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I probably shouldn't have been collecting plants of that stature at that time, but it also gave me a lot of trial by fire. Oh, is there hate in the comments?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Philos to twerk with. I got one. Hang on, wait.
Where is it?
Oh, wait.
Is it?
It's too far over there. I can't get to it.
What would it be?
Get to it. It would be my Philodendron fibrosum. Because the legs are so hairy.
Oh, the hairy legs.
It just seems like something you'd want to twerk with.
Twerk to it.
No more cash. And Cody?
See you, Victoria.
Please stop being so nice. I love you so much. I think you're a great guy, but I can't handle the niceness. I'm not that nice. I can't handle the niceness. It goes in me like a little colander and runs out me. I don't know. I can't even retain all of it. What's your absolute favorite philo? And I talked about this a little bit on the podcast, but right now my absolute favorite philo is my varicosum melanochrysum cross. And it's the one we were talking about a little bit earlier today.
Right here.
The one right behind me. And we were talking about the reason is I have never lost a leaf on that plant. It still has its shipping leaves. Now, if you know what my favorite thing about things is when they love me. And if you love me, I love you. You see what I'm saying? So the plants that show me the most love are the ones that I show the most love. Now you want to, if they start like acting like they're not going to grow and all that stuff, I'm over it. I'm not going to deal with it. Except for the Darth, and everybody knows we're in a really abusive relationship. Make a philo hybrid that we've never seen before. Which two plants would you merge? I love this question. So whatever it would be, the mother plant would be the melanochrysum or the esmeraldens, because I want to make a new long leaf, right? So I would probably take the melanochrysum and cross it with the El Chaco red. I don't even know if you can do that, but that's what I would try to do. El Chaco red crossed with the melanochrysum. Yeah. Let's see. I propagate in soil and water. Moss, whatever I feel that plant needs, doing good so far with all my babies. That's a great approach. Mix it up.
Be flexible.
Be flexible. Yeah. Oh, tip for a manageable amount of enthusiasm. Thank you so much. Seriously, like what a relief that $1.99 is. I really appreciate that. This is the level of enthusiasm that I have. And I love you so much for doing that. Thank you. Thank you very much. And by the way, you're a trooper. I'm sure you've had to listen to me to try to be supportive while you're making dinner for your kids. All of you, by the way, how many are in here right now? 178 people. Just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you coming to our lives and how much you guys are helping us, you know what I mean? So bravo to you guys. I wish I could tip all of you with super chats, for reals. Colleen Hatton, $5 for the bravo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's see.
Would you make we've talked about trying to make a hybrid with the begonias.
Begonias. I would definitely say that philodendrons are my first love and begonias are the runner-up, for sure. Lisa Beauchamp. Thank you so much. You both have a lot of love out there. Buy your wish list plants.
I'm trying. Hey, I'm trying.
One thing we aren't ashamed of, I think, is where we decide to spend our money. And I think there kind of a lot of shaming going around about stuff like that. And I would like to talk about it on my next podcast. But, hey guys, you don't know when you're going to get hit by a car, right? So short of planning for your retirement, putting a little bit in the savings account, screw everything else. If you want to go out and buy you a plant, you make you happy. You don't worry about other people. You got a boyfriend ragging on you because you're buying plants with your extra $20. Sounds like you need to lose a boyfriend and not a plant. You see what I'm saying?
Ooh, tough.
Seriously.
Well, I'm just,
Who could be unsupportive about a plant? That's just a jerk monitor if I have ever seen one. Bing, 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 bing. Seriously. A plant. Squiddy Cakes, love you too for being so nice and spreading the plant love. Thank you so much. Aiden, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Aiden, for coming. Thank you for the tip. If you've left a tip tonight, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, guys. Oh my gosh, stop leaving tips, please. Splash of green. Dude, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Just bought another Brazil 10 minutes ago. Agree the man would have to go. Yeah, I'm saying all this in jest, you guys, right? If you got a serious long-term relationship and y'all are bitching about plants, don't say heart-shaped leaves told me to tell you to kick rocks, okay? I'm talking about if you're just dating some rando and he's got an attitude about your philodendron Brazil, make a good choice. That's all I'm saying.
We do not want to be responsible for breaking up marriages, long-term relationships.
What did Bam's pretty plant say up there?
I missed it.
Okay. I'm telling you guys. And I just wanted to tell you one more thing. We're all gonna die in the climate. That's exactly right. We're all gonna die anyways. Be happy in the meantime. I can't ignore that crap. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. I just wanted to tell you guys something right now before I go. I'm kind of gonna, y'all tell me bye and stuff in the comments, okay? Because I just want to talk to you for a minute before I push, the exit button. I just wanted to tell you guys that this week's been a really rough week for us. And it's, we just wanted to let you guys know that we really, really, really appreciate it. We think that you guys are so awesome. We got so many prayers. I bawled like a baby reading people's prayers for Casey's dad. I mean, the outreach, the pouring out was so awesome. And I just wanted to really tell you guys how much we appreciated that. So if you were one of those people, we absolutely love you guys. And just, you know, before you guys leave the video, if you're still here, be sure and push like on the video. Be sure and subscribe. And be sure and come back for the next time that we do a live or a video. And if you haven't checked out our podcast, be sure to go check out our podcast if you need long form content to get through your shitty days sometimes, right? Sometimes we all have crappy days.
It'll be up tonight or tomorrow. Heart Shaped Leaves After Dark podcast.
Absolutely. So we love you guys. Mwah, mwah. Thank you guys so much. And next time we're going to do a different kind of care video. So come back and we'll see you then.
See you guys.
Peace out. Later, taters. How do you get out of it?
You hit stop.
Where? What am I doing? How do I make it stop? Oh no. We're still in. No way. No.